Hello, guess who and guess what? Well, the guess who is me, Robbie Susan Chandler, an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator who lives in Quincy, Florida, right outside Tallahassee, Florida. If you live in the area, I hold classes in my home on Sunday, Mondays, and Thursdays. Sundays is at 1:30, Mondays is at noon, and Thursdays I have a class at 12:30 and 5 o'clock. So like I said, come over and join us. We'd love to have you. So now let's see what the what is today. This card is gorgeous. Let me flip it over. And this is what it looks like flat, but it's an easel card and it pops up and stands like that. So it sits on your table this way. But from the front, this is what you see. This paper is just gorgeous, and what is nice about this paper, or different, is it's velveteen. They call it Velvet Meadow DSP. And in fact, these little leaves, green leaves back here, are also made out of our velveteen assortment specialty paper. And I'll show you some of that in a minute. But let's get started, and well, while I'm talking about the papers, let's look at them. The foil at the bottom is from this pack, and it has 3 colors. And you can see the green, yeah, there's the blue. There's a green, this berry burst, and then there's this blue. So there's 3 cool colors in there. Berry burst, blueberry bushel, and shaded spruce is what the green is called. You see, isn't that a pretty set of colors? And here's the information on it. So that's what this piece and our labels cut out of. And then the pretty Velvet Meadow is this pack of paper. This is a piece I used. I'll be doing a card with this one too. But and here's some more that's in there. And this white that you see on all of them is flocked. It's velvety. When you touch it, it has texture. And this one really, you can really feel the texture on this one. Like I said, it's called Velvet Meadow Specialty Designer Paper. And then the other velvet piece we're using is this pack, and it comes in the Peaceful Pine, Bubble Bath, and there's also a white in there. And it's got that velvet texture. And I found out you can stamp on the white, because I am going to show that in another card I'm going to do where we actually stamp on it. So here's the white right here. So that's a nice different paper that we're trying now. Okay, so let's talk about everything. And I didn't pull this pack over, but this is our shimmer paper, and the flowers and this little curly Q thing are made from our pastel shimmer specialty paper, and it has Bubble Bath and this pale yellow Lemon Lolly and one other color, Pool Party, in it. All right, let's look at the pieces. Let me get this out of the way. All right, I'm going to start with the base. Base is thick basic white, and thick usually works better when you're doing an easel card. It's 5.5 by 8.5, and it's scored at 4 1/4 and 2 1/8. 4 1/4, 2 1/8. And I'm going to go ahead and burnish this because we're actually going to use this base in a minute. Pull my bone folder over. And you really want to burnish these really sharp so your easel will stand up better. Find my score line there. So basically you're folding the card base in half, and then you're folding the half in half. So like I said, 4 1/4 and half of 4 1/4 is 2 1/8. So there's our easel. Okay, that's the bottom part, but we're going to get back to that later. Let's look at this piece. This is another piece of thick basic white, and you could use regular basic white here if you wanted to instead of thick. This is 4 1/4 by 5.5, and this is the piece that goes right here on top that we're actually going to build on. Okay, so our first piece is this foil, this berry burst foil, and it's 5.5 long and 1 3/4 wide. And it's actually going to go right here at the bottom, just like this. And then our next piece is 5.5 by 3. Now you notice there's a little, I hope you can see it, there's a little, I'm going to lay it here. See the little design on the bottom? That was cut with a die from Bordered in Beauty. And I used this die, and this set has several really cute dies in it. And this one that looks like butterflies, there's a stamp that cuts those little butterflies out. So this is called Bordered in Beauty, and I just lay this across my paper there and cut that border out. So this piece goes on next. Have it right here. Okay, now let's talk about the flowers. Well, let's talk about the leaves first, because I put them on first. And the leaves are made out of that, like I said, this velvet paper. And this is the Peaceful Pine piece. And I used this leaf die from Help Me Grow, because I really liked the fullness of it. So that's our first step here. So I just glued one there and one here. And then the flower is from that pastel shimmer paper. And this is from Heirloom Boutique dies, and I used the 3 smaller ones. There is a larger one that I didn't use, but this was the largest one, the next to the largest, and the smallest. And what I do when I do my flowers, I like to curl them a little bit. So I just curl these up and put a dimensional, curled it. In fact, I can do that. Let's just slap a dimensional on there, and I'll have this one put together. So I just put a dimensional in the middle, curl the next layer, and just kind of offset it whatever way you think the petals show through better. Put another dimensional and take the smaller one and curl it up. Just pop it in the middle and see how it has a lot of dimension if you curl all these little petals up. Of course, I know when you put it in the envelope and it gets to the post office, they're going to smash the dickens out of it, but you know, what can we do? Maybe this is one you'll just hand somebody. And then we're just going to put this little lemon lolly dot in the middle, and this is the die for that, and it actually cuts 2 at a time. So there's our flower. So we've got our leaves, and then the flower, and then there's this little curly fern thing. I think so cute, and they're cut out of the lemon lolly shimmer paper. And I use the fern and floral die, see this one here, to cut these. And these just kind of lay underneath here, like that, and like that. So I have one put together here. Look at my flower. So if your flower flattens back out like that, just kind of pull it up some. You want to, and you could bend it more. I guess I'm reluctant to bend it too much, but there we go. Okay, now we're going to put this on our easel base. Now here's the secret to this. Oh, and by the way, let me show you these. I didn't put these on. I punched 3 of these out of the foil from the bow punch, which I looked online before I made this video, and it is gone, so I guess it's sold out, but maybe you're lucky enough to have one. But let's stick these in here. So I put 2 coming down, and I like this little bit of pop of color in here. There's one there we go. And then let's pop one up at the top. Some of these things you have to put on after you put your flower on, because you're not sure where your flower is going to land. And there. Okay, now back to this. When you're putting this piece on here, it's going to fit right flush on the front like that. But here's the secret. Your glue only goes down here on the bottom half of the front. Don't put it above the score line. And the one boo-boo some of my card ladies make, for some reason they want to line this up like that. No. You're going to lay it flat, and you're going to just line it up perfectly straight all around and give it a little press. Let me put my lid back on here. Just like that. So there we have the card base. Now what are we missing? Our little stopper. So let me show you about the stopper. This was cut out of a piece of 2x3 inch paper. Let me find this. Here they are. These are the Phrases and Frames dies. And all of these are in there, and in fact, I'll show you some of the others. This one's in there. Here's the one we're using. Here's another one. And then here's a little tiny one. They're all really pretty and cute. But these are ones that you can use with our new impression pad. And I actually am going to pull my Big Shot over and show you that. So, out of a 2x3 sheet of paper of the foil, you're going to cut this out. You'll have this left, so how you could use it on another card. And then you've got this piece that you could punch these little pods right here. You can get 2 of them out of that. Or you can save it for another card. You know how that goes. We like to save all these pieces. So now let me show you what we're going to do with this piece. So step 1, we cut it. So this is just simply cut, and I'll show it to you. And it doesn't look bad like that. But I want to show you one that's been impressed. You see the difference? I hope you can see that, but this is really much deeper and much prettier. Okay, so this is we found out there is a secret to this, so you don't, I'm going to call it break this, because the first time we did this, we got little cracks in the foil, and I couldn't figure out why that was going on. And then I realized what they tell us to do is to just slightly mist this paper. So I'm going to do it off on the side because I don't want to get my Big Shot, my stamping thing wet. So I just put a little bit of water on there. I'm going to wipe some of that off so it's not puddling. All right, and here's the order that you'd use to use your impression pad. This is the impression pad. And see, it's just real limber. So you put down plate 1, then plate 2, then you lay this on there with the die, the cut side up. Now here's my suggestion. You're going to have to hold it to make it stay in place when you put this on. So I like to lay this here and try to put my finger on the die so it stays there while I bring this on down. And then you're going to use plate number 4, which is our specialty plate, and then just run it through. And my advice is just go through one time so you won't chance it cracking on you. All right, let me move this and let's look and see what do we have. And where is it? There it is. Okay. Drum roll, please. And come out. There we go. There we go. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? See the difference? It's much more pronounced. And then what I did, I punched little white pieces like this out of story label because I didn't want to go through and cut. I wanted this oval, but I didn't want to go through and cut a bunch of white ones just so I have a white oval. So I found this fit pretty good underneath. So I punched one of these in white, stamped it with a happy birthday in Berry Burst from Rolling Waves. It's this one right here. And then I just glued it to the back of there. And it fit perfectly. And here's one I've done. We're going to put it on our card. I put some dimensionals on it to hold it in place. So back to the impression pad. I think the secret is when you're using foil. Now I didn't have that problem with cardstock. It didn't crack it. But with foil, I think you have to soften it a little bit. And that little bit of water on it, a little misting helps. All right, depending on how much you want this to stand up is how far you're going to put this. And I'm going to go about right there. And there we go. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Just love this paper. I love these colors. So please like my video. Please share it. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't. If you would like to buy any of these supplies, I'm going to have links below to all of them. These are all of these are in our new catalog that's coming out May 5th, and this video will probably come out after May 5th, so all these links will be ready for you to shop. If you need a demonstrator, I'd love to be your demonstrator. If you'd like to be on a team, I'd love to be your team member. For the month of May, we have a joining special where you get all the 5 in-color pads in your $99 starter kit. So for $99, you get $125 of products of your choice, plus the 5 in-color pads. Or you can get the $99 for $99. You can get the $125 plus $35 more dollars. So basically, that's what, $160. So you have 2 choices there. So anyway, like I said, please share. And until next time, be safe and happy crafting.